at start of this verse as I write. One is the tongue and heart, mind is set on the acceptance of right. Learning my truth from him, hot and harder. Back in the days of Meroe, past the camps in Dadaab, got kids asking when did they kill paint or use pens. See, it pertains to your informal conditioning. Psychology of learning at home is the beginning. I'm a human being, of course, I need company, but got to check the company that I keep, of course. This is deep, seen it with my eyes closed, in what you call sleep. I recharge and I'm back on my duties in a jiffy. Part of the system, the tito zipper, I'm part of the zipping. Don't marry a loose woman, she might teach your kids her own ways. When you marry a loose woman, don't chase her from your house, as she can bring joy in her own way. You understand, right? Didn't need a gun or machete. Young man immortalized already. Just said the nib of the pen is heavy compared to the word in regards to the ending. I'm counting my blessings, small things I can relate when I debate or talk about matters of state or decolonization or mental health stage or age of page. Spokes on the wheel, spokesman, I'm for real. Strobe light from the rails, for real. Condom on, so I had no feels. Never go the other way, it's not in my origin. Started last week rhyming and I'm already promising. I rap, sometimes sing. Yahoo, sometimes being. I'm Zig like Ziggler. Call me Asa like Sinclair. Chocolate feelings like eclairs. I have been there, so take care before you dare. If less care, we take you to the west, yes? Like God heal and bless all as you take care. This is my own chair, Mount Zion, I am there. I and I. Love in the air, a lot of things but scared. God in my temple like a villain in the lair. Fresh like the Prince of Bel Air. Once again, do take care. Heavy is the head that wears the crown, and thick is the head, the less power take its hold. Man is character, not his skin or color. Heart and mind are one when it really boils down. True. Heart and mind are one when it really boils down. Man is character, not his skin color. And the righteous man is one who gives when it's really needed. For a good deed is only good when it is deserved or when it's really needed. So, hope. Hope is having only purpose or passion endure. Okay, so let's make sure you get this clear and for real and for sure. Santa Claus and the Boogeyman are all but the same stories told to children in order to make them behave. Zungu 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 zang. Had declare like the yellow man sang, telling you it's clear I'm an African. Cook my eggs on a rock and not a frying pan. Taking you to mass with Hermes, Argos and flying pan. I am what I am, I will be what I will be. Best to listen to this as it's God in speech. Shout out to all MCs including Grand Master Flowers. Have to give you your flowers even if you won't smell them. Back at the line like a sentence. Put a full stop and that's the starter again. I don't have a cardigan, only sweaters and cotton pants. Jeans don't have a backup plan. Write letters like money stand. There is knowledge and then understanding. I'm always rhyming. This is so exciting. Don't have ice on me. It's really nice, you see. Do a reverse search on the pic. She told me to give an A, B, and C and finish with the pic.
Spit up. You gotta feel this. It's a vibe. Better feel this.
Okay. Take a look inside of my head. Get a loaf of bread. If you plant a seed, you consider it dead. When it sprouts with time, it has become alive. Oh yeah, I'm with that vibe. Positive thoughts and growth is the vibe. Rhyming and freestyling about Jesus Christ. Talking the truth through the streets on this beast. I'm not talking about sweet chicks or whatever it be. Pull up my zipper so I'm talking less. The more I talk, the less I know. Ties the strings to follow back after the thing with the minotaur. All exams like excavation of the dinosaurs. Before 5 is from knock on the door. Who is it? Orange, who? Orange, you glad I'm not a banana. Never rock the bandana. Didn't matter which color. Learning to love my brothers, my sisters, and significant others. Love is a superpower. Think about it when I tell you that love is a superpower. Unconditional love is love with no conditions, no times or triples, no why am I or why should I? No, I can't take this or I have really tried. No, I am tired of this is the last time. No, it's unconditionally given as it is unconditionally received. Better to give than to receive, yet with a happy heart to receive. I'm not here to deceive, yes, on me is a shield. Speak of what gives me thrills and not to pay bills. Stop my truth as it is my speech. Mind on beat, poetry released, knowledge increased. When I'm at this have understanding, every man is planning. Only God gets to decide what's happening. Which affect all men and what your company. Find a friend of your generation, that's important to mention. Follow the wise man, even if you're in the house of detention. Best investment is when you pay attention. Don't despise a man greater than you just because you have material possessions or even a position. It's all in the sensation. Lifetimes and timelines across civilization. Time this wind up since the time of creation. Man is like God, is like those who might should use their justice to fight. For they fight for the weak, are defended by those with might. Alright, took a train bus for not yet flight. Took a left, then a straight, then a left before turning right. That is what makes me sleep at night. Yeah, that's what makes me sleep at night. You have that, that's life. So let's get you some sleep tonight. You're alright, then I'm alright. We're alright. God bless. Yeah, love is a crazy word in a crazy world. Are you my crazy girl? And I'm a crazy guy. Close your eyes, don't ask why. When I touch upon your lips, lick my fingers in reply. Tell you the truth and no lies. Are you scared to fall in love? Are you scared of our love? Close your eyes, don't ask why. When I touch upon your lips, lick my fingers in reply. Tell you the truth and no lies. Are you scared to fall in love? Are you scared of our love? Mother of my children, saving the next generation. Want to make you queen, take flights and trips, even if it's virtual reality on YouTube. We go in places, baby. Lonely, always the greatest Kweku the traveler, like Black Sheriff, heard him speak, and his blackness has its own benefits. Plant and refarm and mind are the same. Keep out all the weeds the enemy keep throwing. Keep nurturing and growing that which you know to be the all-knowing aspect of your being. God in picture as the producer of the real. So pray to follow his will. Read your Bible and teach, or rather remind your soul of its heavenly bound word. Go towards, come to real life, like dream life, see life to a higher vision. Not the stuff that clogs your vision, but the kind you want to be on. Sing about putting rhymes, but words can't describe. Have a faint recollection. Did I forget to mention you don't have to pay for the session? And song begin words. See stars, be a star, but not fast. But live onwards. How long is life? How short is day? Yet you have to look at it this way. How many minutes are spent, or how many seconds count? You have lived a lifetime in just one day. How did you make it count? To give thanks when you wake. You are not promised every day. That's why your clock is round and has to be wound. A reflection of real life. Thank you God, we go to sleep at night, while he wide eye open, watching over us, doing all the good and the bad stuff. He don't like I'm not talking big brother, I'm talking about the biggest brother. Double words for emphasis from the day of my Merowe and Heliopolis. He still has his glory, rage and his glory. It is not the same story. Christ changed the ending, now free will. Yet it's my will that God's will be forever. Man dies and all his relatives perish from the face of the earth. In short, he is forgotten. Whatever he puts in text will not be forgotten. Man ideas live when he is mentioned in a debate of intellectuals. Though this does change with every nation and generation. Let's pause that for a second, turn around and rewind that and listen. 1984 with technology, read sociology, this psychology. What's my methodology? Are you questioning my authority? What do I have to prove of my origins if I was never taught to me? And what you need to learn is wisdom is earned through experience and time to reach the divine. The wheel of fortune in rotation, tragedy of man in my mention. Shout out to the animation and the crew for their dedication. I am inspired to not retire, find what I love to do and do it well. Couple of things to do is and do well. Keep in check, read your Bible and find out what it says. Yeah, let's have a debate on facts and things that have been proven. Watch out for self-sabotage, that's a trap that's really strong, and every man's way is a path that leads to right, yet in the end of it, it is a death trap. Only the Lord saves, I am man and not him. Council of Nicaea.
Yeah. What? Yeah. So, lately, I'm alone but not lonely. Soul, speak like the need for speed. Drift like the streets of sea all of Tokyo. I speak to the future self like a reflection, bouncing back and forth like a yo-yo. See it contemplation. I'm your go-to guy, bro. Get to the connections in the depth with the biro. As you make connections from one point of engagement to the next level, I'm learning from Dr. Sebi as I move to be a Seba. Ramesses is Rema, the gas for air is Kohema. Very well gamer, tilting down for the fodder and the milk and the cheddar. Lesser or greater, get your information in check. While in out like DJ Rec, got to toss the process. Conscious thought and processes, what I process. Speak of sense and knowledge on my edge is the leverage every day and age. Settling down in time, had to get rid of rage. It's despicable what is done to man by old age. I'm a soul sage in my own age. It is today and the age is awake. Speak like stars constellated above the fiber, so I don't constipate. I love and I'll love, never lying with the hate, never real out of my space. Yeah, a lot of things to debate. That's a rhyme abused of late. Got to think straight, not nothing different and the same. Chemistry, history, biology, physics and mathematics. See, our learning starts with how we fit in the workplace. That's already a displacement based on an earlier engagement. Yeah. Well. Yeah. Hey G, did we make it, or is this how we should be making? Tree of life got me really thinking. Deep stuff makes for a horrible living. Ignorance is not defense, believe me. Wisdom is to find a way to blend. Make this work for you in every way. From distilled water to drinking Chardonnay. The cube to me is a crib and also a base. Had to add acid to the base to get salt and water as the aftertaste. To the speakers and the beat, turn up the bass. Bath salt and table salt, all add the paste. Consume slowly, not in haste. Young man still not rocking vest. When all get a bulletproof vest. Either way in God I invest. It truly is my defense. Bible as a reference. Road this twisted like a rope. I'm swinging to the left and right like a pendulum. Wrote this was now with hope. And when I turned they came back. It was a curriculum. Straight rhymes, did my best until put to the test. Top at with the rest. Wanting to be the best. Took all this to make and mean what I say. Every day, every way, find my way. No fumbles, no trouble, not dangerous. Neither armed, well fed, so I'm not famished. Well accepted, never banished. Shout out to Ban Loves Banished. Finished product, meaning final and finished. Been fishing, sipping, dipping, human being. Came through the fog, walk like in the life before. Yeah. Hey G, did we make it, or is this how we should be making? Tree of life got me really thinking. Deep stuff makes for a horrible living. Ignorance is not defense, believe me. Wisdom is to find a way to blend. Make this work for you in every way. From distilled water to drinking Chardonnay. The cube to me is a crib and also a base. Had to add acid to the base to get salt and water as the aftertaste. To the speakers and the beat, turn up the bass. Bath salt and table salt, all add the paste. Consume slowly, not in haste. Young man still not rocking vest. When all get a bulletproof vest. Either way in God I invest. It truly is my defense. Bible as a reference. Road this twisted like a rope. I'm swinging to the left and right like a pendulum. Wrote this was now with hope. And when I turned they came back. It was a curriculum. Straight rhymes, did my best until put to the test. Top at with the rest. Wanting to be the best. Took all this to make and mean what I say. Every day, every way, find my way. No fumbles, no trouble, not dangerous. Neither armed, well fed, so I'm not famished. Well accepted, never banished. Shout out to Ban Loves Banished. Finished product, meaning final and finished. Been fishing, sipping, dipping, human being. Came through the fog, walk like in the life before. Black and white, never for sure. Mad on face, watch for the glow. Feel the water as it flow. I might not be what you chose. Get close, use close up and not forget. Keepers of the cat, put together or collect. To recycle the brand to Bottega or personalized dresser. Brand with the name, swallow fatness at the chaser. It seems every man is a paper chaser. Who at the front though? Who at the front though?
Yo, 787, you
it is there, it is here. Have no fear. See like liquid rock, crystal is clear. In other words, we say it is crystal clear. Yes, dear, antlers on me like a deer. Yes, dear, hold you tenderly and with fear. Can love you now and also in the next year. It begins with self-love, which is sincere. Being count on 30 days since I was here. Learned to live with no electricity in the crib. Started from iron walls and that was cheap. I'm paying the same amount. Still, only now it's walls made of brick. It is so thick. I'm solid, that's solid. I talk my truth and it is so it did. Rain came last night, we said that it was raining. I see you do it well, so we can say that it's behaving. It is heavy, just like a Chevy. People come to watch my shitty. Blizzards of sun, guess we have a sun yeti. Molded fresh like vegetables when you get it. Open the driveway to a residence that was gated. I'm a gatekeeper and a doorman to greatness that I've tasted. I'm kind of like an essay, the one who tells you to take steps and measures to succeed or prevent how you can reach or escape. Yet it's still in the ropes of destiny and fate. God prosper, heal and bless. Yes, I don't seem to stress, yes, mind over matter when I rhyme and I check this knowledge is. There is no protection for the lefties. Besties used to love a girl, her name was Beryl. It went down the drain, that means it perished. It faced discouragements, in other words, perils. Put rhymes, them belt out like they come from the belly. Thames used to listen to the yawn of Celine. She said this in an interview with Kendrick in London. To the internet I get it. Read to the text, so something that interests me. Thames born June 11, Kendrick born on June 20th. Yours truly is also a June baby. Now that's crazy. Daily I'm deliberating, rhyming, content creating. Hard to lose it all before gaining the credit. Look up at the sky to speak to my ancestors like hey G. Hey G.
Yo, 787, you crazy.
Yahweh, powers and adjectives. I have a vertebrae, young standing honestly, sticking to you honestly. None in the world like me, I am the only me. Average median model mean, simply what you mean. See me smile, it's a grin, taking shots in my dreams. Wake up, it's a wet dream, getting bad like getting cream. Roll down the street, life is really what it seems. Perspective is your view of things that never keep on thinking. Other than that, I have been dipping my pen in ink. A lot of things wash down the drain. It is up in my brain. Have to look at it this way or that way, my way or the highway. It is still a way, born alone as evident when they cut the umbilical. I feel the same like I have been here before. Speak of cultures and rituals, graphic in my visuals. Seen a lot of things on television, but really have to keep clean my intentions. And when I try don't get bread in the oven and it's heated up, get up fast, brew fast, the fast that is heated up with symphony. Got me yet I'm back on it because it is a drug. Got to think about your future and where you learn, know what you learn and how much you earn. Fat and rubber have to burn. Son of the sun, got to find my place between the sea and the sun. It's been fun, have my one, counting to triple like triple number one. Okay, I've just begun counting up and backwards. The matter is awkward, letters are large and stuck like I am one. Son of the sun, like it was lit by a lighter. Young man is a fighter, really a survivor. I have power every day, find me in a shower, showing strength because young man is not a coward. For pain the opposite is a reward. Where do you lean towards? Speak up, we up, like we up. God is my shield, is also my reward. Been principled with guidance and support. That nothing escalates as everything is put in check. Leadership moves like playing chess. Star of my chest, I sit back and then when done, put these words into action. That means everything I do will have a reaction. Breaking it whole into fractions, never giving in even if you place a sanction. On the outer ring I'm headed towards the bullseye. Keep up psych like that. I'm a body with my shadow and the eye. About the vibe, about to get it right. Switch the flow so I can rhyme more. No for sure, I for sure that I can do. I know less.
We give you a moment of silence. It is really a realization of what has happened. We won't be able to see you again. God to give you your respects, irrespective if it was good or bad or despicable. Have moved from a hatchet to a sickle, cells bent like the sickle, collecting quarters from nickels, split a half into quarter. It is that simple, moving from render to servant quarters. That's crossing borders are natural, since it is a disorder. Opening new folders, saving content into folders, moving like boulders, stand on gigantic shoulders to see across the border. At 3 a.m. it became colder, I'm seeking to get warmer, moving from corner. Pineal gland is shaped like a cone. Some don't bathe, they do from home to home. I'm in class but in a different zone. Could be in the same class, only difference is in how we confirm. Let's confirm and get form. Get in health or get informed. Fill it up like a form. East or west, no place like home. I'm up the hill, I'm up the dome. Yes, God heal and bless everyone nonetheless. No need for you to stress, unless it's you stress. Moving away from distress, I am blessed. I have been blessed, seen more and nothing less. I talk the walk, really I do nothing less. It's all access if you want in life instead. Take you to bed but you should start all in my head. 2 minutes I'll let you talk, now is my time my friend. Let's meet up in the end. What's the product at the end? Call it end product or a byproduct. Yes, we rock that queen like a whistle, especially when there's a callback or a blowback. Blow hole like a whale. I am a male, I use a mallet when I hit. Grow buildings from pavements in the streets. That's Dexter's ego trip. Expensive but mostly cheap. Don't have nothing on my hip. Take it up, I don't dip. Pull it up and take a sip. Wide awake like I never went to sleep. Astral projection is a trip. Got to have this rap, all mind mapped. Take a step back and then get back like what's up with that. Input needs an output like a tap. Dance with the shoes like tap. What happened to that? Time says like the lifespan of a fly. The new generation will have to soar the sky, as we have already have the earth on a lockdown. I be the man still talking about around town. There is a difference in that I have won. Started my count like a 0 to 1. Alone in the house, no one to call me hand. When I get it, I count up to 100 or more than that. In fact, it's black to white to red. Yes, see, it happens very early or very late. There's a need to stick to your morals. Tell your truth, speak up and be vocal. Speaking from the word, constituency or was it zone, or see that life is all formal. Turn the volume up. Turn the volume up. Turn it and listen. Alright, yeah. Take a look deep within. See what life means. Like a mirror, the reflection changing. I keep forgetting, have to go back and look again or go forth. That's the way. Study the past, expect the best and prepare in the present. That's why today is called the present. Live life in full essence. Surrounded, seek for God's presence. That's truly the essence. Life is for the living, not for cement heads. Back on track like X on thread. Turn loaf into bread. Every day forge ahead. Get ahead, be the best version of yourself, like when you was little or playing. You scrape your knees and got mud on your clothes. What took the places of those. Resilience is my reference point. Get to the point. It's not that you won't feel pain. The truth is to embrace and change. Cross the bridge when at the lake, river or ocean. Water, blood and milk or precious as they make us human beings in essence. A masterpiece of his creator. He is my mentor. That's why all these mentions. I know signs and symptoms of depression could be an obsession with religion. Well, this is not a confession. God is my mentor. That's why these mentions have him in the center. God grow the second tone from the center and it becomes a pyramid. God within, teacher and pupil things. Emmanuel, God with us. Got to watch for cases like Mark Antony and Julius Caesar. Not talking about the joints that sells of pizza. Don't even have a visa. Everything at its time. God's plan is divine. He had me in his plans even before the creation of time and the creation of this world, which means I have my worth. In him I trust. And when I look, I find mountains too high. I climb up and up like a ramp. Got to go to camp to become a champ. Every now and then I seem to come up with rhymes that bubble up like soda. Even about those eating fodder with full stomachs, how that give us many products. Fast wishes to East African region brought the culture of herding cows with cow products and a love for cow until the prince special cow died along with other dreadful circumstances that forced them to move from this place. But assimilation already took place, and in the 19th century the Bantus, Nilotes, Kushite dominated in the place. Fast forward to the present day where we have mixed races. I love the integration and how they building the nation through some form of capitation.
Or liquid, or mullah, or money, or guap, or whatever you wanna call it.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah.
Shimmy, 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 yeah.
Shimmy, yeah.
No, open, it's a jar. Jar head,
Like a head made of jars.
Automobile.
Another word is car.
Mufasa on this, my contemporary
It's
car.
car.
Come tomorrow,
Move from there. House of Salam. Another word is there. I see the spa.
On the same level, we are at par. I call my old man
When I come,
I call him
straight my bar.
Moving to the spirit
Like bar. Oh, it's a car.
I know the first of divine beings is right. If not to die, come up
From none.
principle, emanating
From the same God.
In a bit from Mount of
Fill up the void
can be
that is toxic.
all alone in the world.
But the city's your concoction.
Best of the world.
But happiness is nowhere to be found.
Raise up your young,
Only to use them as scapegoats.
young and beautiful.
She hates you for it.
Let's get real and open.
That's solid.
Matter exists
As gas, liquids and solids.
hard to start
Somewhere as a novice,
before
reading the notice
to upgrade
and grow ever since.
God forgive me
For my sins,
I am
a human being.
sometimes
I rap or binge
on the corner
like a hinge
disperse those
that make you cringe.
green like a Hulk.
Or grinch,
Give me
a hunch or hinge.
and
Ever since
I've been rapping
and tapping on this, and it's not likely.
Written this month
That is highly unlikely.
Who else
That this time I'm the only one.
must do with me?
I'm the only one like me.
Accept and ISIS.
None is like me.
Turn up the side G. Let's get united. Split when together we can say
Not divided.
Multiply and add is the same sign. Only
One side has been adjusted.
Speak so much, yes so little.
Speak so little, yet so much.
Got to check if I'm well
Adjusted,
or if one is mal.
adjusted,
It will come out
Busted.
busted. It put in practice with the angles
and the axles
going to pressure or rather more or less.
Lesser.
Every man
is a better chaser. Yes, I already said that, bro. I'm here, really go.
Start
And plus the flow.
Start and plus the flow. First man feels so
fair.
Value still remains even if the
Currency defaced.
only wrong done is when a man is not himself
Devil in his place, or rather in his palace. Can't grow or even appreciate what's on the buffet.
when it comes to color.
Can even use a palette.
But it back being mad if
It was a sachet.
Okay, but a bucket to put in
I'm
this
feeling
feeling,
so I'm not a ratchet. With the homo sniffing out like pheromone.
pheromones.
From dreams, ideas existing in an alternate reality, molding the Malibodo that is human consciousness.
Size and nature of the visible and invisible laws of nature. All that is around us was once existent as an idea. Immaterial thought evolving to what we can feel with the five senses. Fixed and finite reality.
It's but a continuous conditioning, there's no fixed reality.
Reality is a dream following the contours of human imagination. How we project inner reality creates the outer form. Imagination flowing alongside the infinite boundaries from which the world was created. Control and shape the stories you tell yourself. In order to create the future, you first have to imagine it. To carve the future, invest in the ability to imagine it past the limitations of the present conditioning and conditions. Utopia is shaped around our thoughts and dreams. Orient your thoughts and mind to the rising of a new dawn, manifested beyond fear and limitation. Semeji, the body, kaobe, the mind, bemeji, the spirit, sameji, the heart, ekmeji, the soul. Stories have been told. Pan-African to the core, peep show, toy, gold nuggets to gold coin toss, on boss, Hawaiian queen, Lilio Kualani, Emilio Aguinaldo, fast rebel, Filipino, switched it up and results, you know. All she wants is another baby, she's gone tomorrow. Be wary of what is lacking in her eyes. Tell me if you want me to give you all of my time, girl, I'll make it good for you. Bruce Springsteen, streets of Philly, a hood for the brother, guess it should be a brotherhood. Oscar tries, because once white goes black, it never goes back. Change is the only thing constant, so how come Africans are the only ones unbothered?
Forget everything and just sing. Let me hear you sing, just sing it together for me. Drink secret recipes, cocaine, morphine and sugar. How can you prove that now that the brand has gone without sugar? Single eye like Ruger, single you out like you really want big booger. Could be ruder, tongue at the rudder, keeper of my brother. Keeper of my brother, so it's a bother when I see bums dressed in expensive products and convince the youngins to rock that it's a gender setting on whose itinerary.
Paid taxes, levies and the interesting of rates. Then saw the opt-out button, but it was not up to date. Added my level, so I'm playing on different stake. Vampire bloodthirsty, hard to impale with a stake. Burn at the stake, interesting rates build every day. The story is real, it's never fake. Man is a symbolic being, so you have to look at it this way. V and Y, all representing the chalice like Eve. When I was young, I followed up with the comic of shakes. Wanted the team with the logo of Caltex back then. Now it's on Cartoon Network, playing it every day. Swerve on the highway like Tennyson did. Kizazi keep ya long overdue for the African kids, yet it's not our story because it's being told by Disney. So in itself, it's a marketing strategy. I'm itching how to get up quickly and deliver on this. So many people yet no way to bring us to unity. Divided by language, but mostly it's Bantu community. Calling my people like ancestor, they be Watu, a community. Dedan Kimathi told me in writing what he was exactly. Beheaded, he should be a saint, if not our first president. Collected levies, had a pistol and leopard skin. He was Pan-African, never a terrorist. Peace street is set up so they kill a lot of his mates. General China with the bullet in his breastplate. Don't sell us out for some pocket change. That was his message before his body did hit the grave. The spirit lives in the head.
They have me dirt, where get bit hit. The widow died and she hasn't laid next to her husband in death. I scratch my head, think I had, then scratch again, writing dice, flex, and then finally did write in pen. Because of your climate, your melanin is different than mine, so that then disposes me to be of petty crime. If that's so, then why do you still come back time after time? I'm sure even white lands got organized crime or racketeering, only down in suits and to your own civilians. Those social evils are only in Africa. Back to my true black, like I overcame the fear of witchcraft. This was when I realized white man also had witchcraft. For me it's animism, totemism, that's what my ancestors believed in. Playing with the snake just to get the feeling. Masai wore a color because when the rubber got heated, it produced fumes that kept the snake away though hidden. Blessings coming my way, that paid and liberation poured along the way. We together in this life and also the next. If it's extrajudicial killing that gets me, turn me into a Jimmy, then you will be alive but always living in pity. God's will be done in my thought and being.
Present media do not reflect reality. They participate in filtering and shaping it. Most saintly of all learned and most learned of all saints.
Hey, Rick at that.
Martyrs and saints felt unworthy to die like Christ, while man nowadays is full of arrogance and pride. Instead of I am man, it is I am God, and we forget the warning that comes with this flawed thinking. Sinning, now I'm not a Christian if the virtues I'm not living. First of all, before we begin, I am my own king. The government of the world is a reflection of the everlasting king. Everyone is a king, long as Christ is the chief. Think of this narrative, one big family. Every individual is self-governing. God above man, not an institution. God above man, not a position. God above man, yet we have so many of religions. No bashing the institution. Heavenly constitution shows I'm a king. Me, myself and I as the institution. Only text to guide me like sources of written constitution. For God so loved the world, gave his only begotten son, so whoever believes in him shall not perish but have eternal life. Be an eternal king. Caesar got to be given his, got to give the King of Kings his, and the Lord of Lords lives. That said, why is it easy and encouraged for man to speak against his spiritual being but can't speak against how he is living or the powers that are within him? Let's get this, we made a mistake as the electorate. Now we pay the price as part of the outcome. I know God's throne is not associated with legislation that is backward or oppressive. This said, we still going to an election, and has he has said this, the Lord knows the ending. Every plan in his heart and also our thoughts as we planning. All this being futile, agenda setting, that's where I'm heading. From days of long ago to the present ages, using art to sell the word and save the world. Two media houses dictating what man is prevalent. Saturation, concentration on the process. I thought these were my thought processes. Only I'm seeing further than my eye socket sees. Create my reality, strength and beauty, yeah, found in God's sanctuary. I'm not perfect, I admit. Flaws are what makes us human beings.
Yahweh. Yeah. I'm not perfect, I admit. Flaws are what make us human beings. Tolerance for other beings. This is not for the crusaders, paraders, players. Where is the favor? I mix religion with politics. I thought I was doing me a favor. Learn to govern myself. So should you be part of the system, but to God be true. Remember, deliverance is not by the sword. Turn the other cheek.
shrewdness, encourage and root. Getting back to my roots, I'm reflective of this. The government creates a disaster so that it can swoop in. It's all lights, cameras and action, playing the devil's advocate to get you to the high court. In a room deeper states, all these people are the same. Opposition and ruling, all governed by where the wealth is. The populace divided and split for personal benefits. Monopoly taken to a new level by the ruling elite. The richer get richer, the poor keep bearing the brunt. Flirting with human rights. Flirting with human rights like flirting with slavery. Abolished alright, but the profits still streaming in. Reparations are due. Pan-Africanist mindset speaking on new oil contracts when the world is going green with this. So what happens to all that fuel stored in oil facilities? There was fought for fossil fuel, yet Africa having green energy. What happens to your industries depending on our resources? We can't seem to unite. Is this a spell that Marlin cast on us? We can't seem to unite even after session no paper number 10. What's up with Mekati Lily or the ancient prophets who predicted the coming of a smoking alien or a long metallic snake? It's inevitable as it so seemed. I stopped seeking alternative realities, yet the future is yet to exist. We create it, we dream it. Wonder if I could tap into the same spirits. Show me where we heading or where we seem to be bleeding. Animism, totemic and finally monotheism. Uncle Tom and Jerry's, Americans and Germans, that is Tom and Jerry. Now I see it proper. Industries based in the first world countries polluting the world. Then how come climate sadness held in Africa with us making the biggest pledges to solve the issues overdue from colonialism days? Who or what is getting played?
Yeah. 60 years, 60 years. Dead and Kimati, dead and Kimati. Your Excellency, dead and Kimati. Like you're feeling like vultures, different sizes for ego's kite and hope. That's it, I'm looking at your dusty shot and coat. Your Excellency, only one to ever own a code during the Mau revolt. And it's not your fault that you got caught, someone else got bought. All protocols observed. You are the first of Kenyan bosses for collecting taxes with letters indicating where your influence is. While you are racist, no. It's clear that you wanted integration. Only the institution put you into that position. Your thoughts and words of that guy never intended for any nation to be under the permanent control of another nation. A nationalistic view, rather you seem educated, yet they called your rights barbaric. When who was me under police? Don't forget people out for the conforcing their exit. Was it not landlords increasing land levies? Forcing the ordinary man to seek migration to better land in the name of creation of their own federation? Is not their history tainted with the exploitation? That's it, Your Excellency. What was the vision that you had for us? Was Mau a one tribe only forecast? Or did you cross borders like Harituku did before ya? I know it was not forced. And nowadays you an icon. These sharp marks and new laws, wonder if it doesn't feel sure. How would you lead your people? Would you favor your own people, or rather favor yourself? The lands you fought for, would the majority be on your shelf? Would you have shaved your dreads or joined Pan-Africanist space? I'm thinking, would you have made the currency to be in your name better yet? Could you name the land after yourself? Would you have sought racial union, or would you have sought for equal development of states and regions and their colony? Did you know that after you got caught, your goal was accomplished? We got freedom but was sold by our bosses. Globalization is what they call it, but it's really greed and extortion. Would you have done dictator or get democracy as with the forces? I had the women had the same rights as men, made weapons out who are crude, but you treated them as equal should. Would you have gender equality since the days of the nation's battle? Would you have let your lady take over in direct rule on her back? Would you be entitled to the throne? Would you be that equal also for your sons? I'm thinking this, addressing your black and white photograph, you was never called light. 20, 60 years, and your photograph was never covered. But like, your body was never, your brain has never been matched. Totally your hair that got buried, but your body has never been found. Hope you rest in peace to your wife in your other life.
Whoa, yeah. 33 on my backbone. Hey. 33 on the castle, 33 was Christ's purpose. On track like on the railroad, I'm only getting bold. The saints had to be beheaded, of course. A lot of good men, yet no man good except God. Behind many is one, I'm looking at Jesus Christ. 30 pieces of silver is for Judas, so as is what Saint Nicholas dropped bars of gold in the middle of the night. Roll the dice, we don't split the roll or roll the dice. Do or die, eyes on the platter like the head on a platter. As Salome's request, that is after dancing for her father the king. I wonder what kind of dance that was. We are not shown. Muggy grease the not thermometer. Measure on a meter. James, John and Peter to passing Kiswahili is Kupita. Shout out to Lupita. Hey sister, I could be your niggas. Build it up from the rope. That means we extract. In fact, Lalibela style. Haven't been there. Yet I'm smitten and it's more than 8 miles. I give high five and smiles. Wave high after by DM. I don't try and speak what's on my mind. Filtered like videos, edited and revisioned. Renaissance, modern day renaissance, needing to cover what we see as nuisance, or expose mind to his own influence. But the spirit is affluent. Captain Cook with the turbulence, not expecting an uncle, so I'm sure to grow using manure. The roses for my show, give myself flowers and smell them when I can. Open a can, oh yes I can. Round up the fun, what comes around goes around. My own #1 fan. To the left, to the right, the camera pans. Serious talk, even though it sounds like pants. Demi-dex, mics, or eyelashes. Mic moving, living near human eyes. Coming to feed them discreet at night. Demo-dex, mics, afraid of you like miscongestion. A total deliberation. Stencil flash, mobile installation. Use a banner, chase the news or go out at night. Pass the message alright. Even if you're projecting, you don't need to get caught on sight. Know your rights, no need to rush. Advertisement shits on our minds, so rewind to remind. Keep simplicity at the back of your mind. One apple, one of a kind. That you stand like a deer in headlights. Was this your last night?
God give you peace.
God give you peace.
God give me peace.
God give me peace.
Yahweh. St. Francis of Assisi,
Pamela Grier, Lauren Hill, Miss Tekla, St. Catherine of Alexandria, Queen Catherine of Russia, Queen Candice of Sudan, Queen Heart-shaped suit of Chemist's Gone Time, Rachel in the Bible, Ruth in the Bible, Mary Mother of Christ, the Mary Magdalena, Pontius Pilate's wife, Queen Nehanda, and Queen Sheba, my own mother and grandmother is in the picture. Arthritis in your body is illegal. Pray you experience perfected health, as that's the only constant thing that is legal. A crown or a throne doesn't make you a king, or in this case it doesn't make you a queen. Born royal or regal over royal bloodline. See the bigger picture, kingdom and dominion given to you. Coming to America is an opinionated view of our young queen in Lady Murphy's view. See, she obedient to the letter, yet you have to realize that is a queen mother who made the king change his own legislation. Matriarchy, maternal relocation. Still with the Indians it happens. Margaret Kenyatta, Ellen Johnson, Sirleaf, Michelle Obama, even Condoleezza Rice. When we in the Orient look at the influence of geisha, fertility figure with the breast bigger, see through the filter, female martyr got her breast pulled off by pincers. Generally you get the big if it's not the bigger picture. See, I figure in every war we protect our women and children. Amazonian women was a tribe full of women, enmity between the woman and the serpent. That means the two will never get along. Shout out to women that is strong in the faith and life outlook. Those affected by wars are women. You killed in a minute what she nurtured for 9 months, and inside her was attached, grew as a part of her. And when it came to earth, it partook of her fluids and body heat. That's until it learned to feed, then move on its feet, and even yet still spoke her tongue as the first of all languages. Guess women are really custodians of customs, tradition and religion, yet at her feet is God's kingdom. Allahu Akbar, amen, and believe that they are not just workers or just numbers, and it does go both sides. So let's respect that not all had good or great mothers. Won't speak on it or even bother. Analogize as not even proper. I don't understand how you feel, and I won't even pretend that I do.
I don't understand how you feel.
Shout out to all the women,
don't even pretend.
strong women. Gotta give you your flowers.
Smell them,
but you can still smell them. Man, it's life. You gotta give you your flowers when you can still smell them. Appreciate you each and every day. Appreciate you in each and every way. This is my way of appreciating you. Being the role models, people that guided my vision along life path.
God give you peace. God give me peace. God give me peace. Birds of a feather flock together. The hen and the cockerel got different feathers, yet still under the category of chicken. We all different variations, yet of the same kind. Rubrication, highlight or underline. She loves the rough coitus with you, but for me, I'm the knowledgeable other. We met on social networks while networking. Got me finding, refining my standards and how I'm projecting me as a man like any other. Only that for me, my physical build is not proper. I have a six-pack, but it's not from working out. I can listen to you talk without cutting you out. I also thrive in a drought. What is that about? Speak my truth, I took a different route. I'm the guy your parents didn't warn you about. If you brought me home, they would be proud. I'm not about clout. Won't give you 3 shots, but foreplay is my forte. I'm all romantic, even though I don't trust women nowadays. Just because I didn't ask for it right away. nothing wrong. I tried. Been trying. See, I move with the times. I listen to you, but my mind is not there sometimes. I'm your friend who doesn't appreciate when you brag or complain that he did this or that. See, I'm seeing it as a naga. Don't want to associate with that, so I seek my own company. Someone who wants to build me. Rather, it's about developing and building on ideas and concepts. Positive in their eyes as we acknowledge. So in the process, I see you as weight, ready to lose you as dead weight. What I say, I wait. Does this concern me anyway? Surveillance capitalism and attention economy.
Yahweh.
My voice vibrates and resonates as it entails what's in my brain of the type of coffee strain that I'm on. Strain it till you reach its tensile potential. I have a medal of commendation for what I did that was exceptional. 27 years and I'm still on. Body healthy and strong like a new ox or water buffalo. Ready to plant and rise and get you to a new level where my mental spread three sides. I stroke also all the physical side. Rewrite, come and write it to the other side. With lyrics and art, I'm a part. Write my rhymes, I'm an artist. Tom, Dick and Harry, I'm above average. Sip on beverage, it's been gone days since then. Look at it this way, back when Powerpuff Girls flying circles around Mojo Jojo. Bantu origins like we came from Yoruba. Never played a duba or died with a scuba. Sat down with you too fast before reporting what I found out. I'm a mole, there is one everywhere you look around. Who then is the cat? More than just a meow. I'm more than a bat. This bat or scat. Shoot, could feel like I should. Condition for no good. TV addict from the days of my youth. Can I say I learn my language from watching shows? Then you start to know as you grow, you learn and know that the pictures you saw were underlaced with an intention, a sort of instruction deposited into your mentor. You watch enough times and you become hooked. You are a book. Like when you bookmark a tab in your browser, like Black Widow with the family, you ready to react when the time is right and the signal given. The chip implanted by vaccines, my control is the game. Control what your mind you feed. Attention grabbers at every street. Can't go back to being a beast and start to perish. Self-discipline is not inherited. Awards could be merited. It is a creation of a few merry men who, when shit hits the fan, they get out of the plan and life goes on as a new you is found off the shelf. Back into the system like the path that never left. With him with a shuttle all your wealth. Dovetail or intersect tapestry with your brain. This stuff is hard to explain. As this are crash talks of fate and destiny. Then I get back to my level as man cannot know the whole truth at once. It would crash, it would pass, or ascend like what we'll all do in the end. This is clearly not for trends.
This is clearly not for trends. This is clearly not for trends. Self-discipline is not inherited. Clearly not for trends. This is clearly not for trends. Self-discipline is not inherited. It's not imaginary, not inherited. You gotta work on that. That's why it's called self-discipline.
On the beat.
overdose the drugs. I done seen a lot of shit make a person go crazy. Guess another one insane from all the trouble and the pain. Tell me how would you feel? Let's get all the pain with pills. All the drugs done here. When your spirit is taken to the darkness, tell me who's gonna be there. Yeah. Tell me who's gonna be there. Yeah. And I'm the one who's scared. Yeah. These niggas they be tryna bully on me, when all I want is peace and harmony. Why can't you let me be? Why can't you let me be?
Yeah, our heroes do more zeros, couple billions in the blue intro. What do we know if Captain America had a shield while African warriors did have shields? Ask Ababushi or Majimaji, passing rebellion like it's below or underwater. No joke, to love, to no point of closure. New generation now, reverse the formula. New things on focus for us to look back and not for that as we did non broadcast talk on podcast about how our Kenyan police doing well in Haiti. That's forgotten or lately. We've been fixated on the royalty that waste us in Gil, nothing changed. If you did, I didn't notice it. I'm strange, or is it strange? Doctor Strange to Doctor Who. Time travels doesn't need a passport to it. Stored in books or edited the books. Variation to truth, still the same and moving truth like spoke with car about Ra in regards to Baraka. God's blessings thus far, His fear takes us far. Only God I trust, deep down in my mantle to the core, to the crust. I'm solid as man was made from that, precious as the breath of blown into the leather where fire that and heated that and could be made aware. Oh yeah.
Yahweh, imagine, just imagine, tear along the margins, product made with uses and boundaries, packaging plus life that is plan chef life in life that is how quick you are to pick and use and live in the dark bin for discard or proper reuse. You choose might have another planet to Earth version 1.2, but if we do this, will this have the next generation to do business? If it is like this, then it is likely that the human race will die out probably soon enough, as soon as our planned lifestyle is off the shelf. Oh well, that is 80 or 90 years. If it's a plus, let's break it down in life and see how we break down carbon 14 atoms without the strife. Born at age 9, you wasn't here in the before. Develop from a sperm and 0 and a 1 feature. 9 months plant lifeline or developing features at a certain age. We expect you to crawl or stumble as you make new cues and know the world around you. Seek to educate you, speaking your mother's tongue, that's your first language. As a baby you babble, most understand or puzzle. So if you do what is not within your growth level, packaged in life, we expect it to grow, but not overnight. So you stop circling and come transition to something more hard. School starts and your mother, if your mother didn't teach you, well the world does, and it's at that price. From pre-uni to nursery to primary, basic education like the exercise, you must know this and make it primary. 5 hours a day, slowly adjusted to 8 by the time you are in class. Great, you can do 8 to 5. Holidays are come, it's a break from teachers, yet holiday assignment are a feature. No one tells you that life is a school and it is longer than the model you currently feature. From 5 to 8 subjects, but you know about magnets. Hopefully you also know about fit into the market. Examination grading is done, but that is blanket. Congrats to the next level you climbed in 4 years. It is currently, but it takes 8 to 4 to
golden certificate. Get you ready for the next step as you get into detail.
Wedding certificate.
Kinda delicate.
Society reminds you of your expiry date.
Move to stages from a
toddler, adolescent, teenager, and now a young adult, moving towards adulting as you take up responsibility along life crisis to the fact that the lower band our glass is about to be filled.
That means the half of your life you have
already.
And
I'm looking at myself like a product.
Plan chef life plan
don't solely.
You live your life like you are always never going to meet the target set to you by a shifting society that is always
evolving. That's the want you constantly doing the same thing. Yet how do you keep your relevance? Everything attach more than just how much is streaming and building me. Take a look and see if this is your retirement coming soon. And then do you do with your life then? Find something else to do. How do you spend your youth? Old age is coming in. I'm a king advisor, see further than me. Yet they seated at my feet. Angels holding me, demons poking me. I'm God's great being, not a product of your company. Can retain, employ, deploy or redeploy. Fire and higher, get me stressed up, need rehab from the neck up. Got to filter and recycle, been clear in this gigantic computer
in which the body is the interface
and me the user. Blind obsolescence, all continents, all products on the shelf. You just haven't known it yet. Top shelf or bottom, which is the stand, which is the stand.
Hey, Rick and Thad.
Yeah, energy in motion. Me and you with cocoa butter lotion. No potion, just as vibing. Candle lighting, it's enticing. The moment and the mood set. I am set, you are set. It's a set of ideas hinted before the 2+2 4play. How we play, natural vibe in way. Get it all out of the way. Got the neighbors listening in. It's the best part of the evening. As you come alive, we thrive. Seem to struggle and thrive. Eyes closed, thoughts enter the above. Rhythm intertwined, creating motion. Hard to believe was like this. And there will come a time when I will be unlike this. Though it seemed like eternity, I got plenty of it. The bigger picture like the eternal. Now I figure duality and growth, ascension in time and space. Day and age, faces of the next level. New table of content, new pages to access. Makes sense, blessings all the way curated. Taylor cut and made one of those days. The feeling is mutual. I know you forgot me too in your feelings. On your plane, we about to do this several times too. Then slip off into dreamland. Wake up in a PM, stroll off into the light. Fog and hazy, dreamily light being. Bodily feelings underneath, or rather externally perceived. I let go, just the experience I want to experience once more. It was before we knew of work, bills and jobs. You was my first love, honeymoon was the plan. First try also, that's unusual. Hard bragged I did, but that's in the videos. I'm with you, wondering is this the right thing to do? Is this how we should feel? Is this how we should fit? Is this big enough for 2 feet? Do I play the part fit? What happens when she won't squirm like this? Will I keep up like this? Mindset on the day, hard stars and fireworks all in my mind. Greeted the ancestors in the sky and came back to earth. Still in the body, have yet to experience it like this. This is my emotion, energy in motion. Pure love with no concoction, no potions or threat of blackmail or ulterior motives. Unconditional. This is simple, viewing life from the view of an ego, yet involved in the details, still detached like a video. Man, it's complicated though made simple.
I'm giving you this space like you on my emotions. I'm not hiding anything no more. I want you.
Yahweh. Stacy. Security, trust, empathy.
Trust, empathy, control and intimacy. All about Stacy.
Been into her lately, thinking this on a daily. If loving her is an investment or credit, security, trust, empathy, control and intimacy, it's a licentious world we tend to live in. It and has been caps on but no capping, moving like a captain. Habits unchecked require fast rebuking of the self. Taking me off the shelf, have to get in touch with me so I could love you more. Is it selfish if I think of you as me and you as me? I'm you for sure. Right, this staring at the blue skies. All this love to give, and it's been a while waiting on you like I just got deported, imported, local or foreign. Thoughts of you well arranged, love, light and trust is what I'm giving you. Faithfulness is what I'm promising to you. Not afraid of you, oh man with a womb. Only woman, grown woman. Been with you since the days when I was in Appis. Now I'm grown and you grown. We can be on what grown folks be on. I'm talking about loving you for a long period of time. It's all love, unconditionally dished out, so you won't lack. Cut me some slack when you see how far I've come with me, just so you can be with me. Think of you on a daily, concubine, mistress or geisha. You fit all that, I'm all about that. You are my life, my wife, lady at birth. Promises the infancy of earth. Her name is Wisdom, and I'm sure she's more worth than silver and gold. Keep her in my dome, tell her what's good and what's going wrong. She knows, wouldn't wanna save her if she didn't show. So I go still love her, but never leave her. She's light, close to Jesus, right hand defined to go that far. That woman, engaged, proposed and paid for. Free she is so deadly, I'm thinking of being next to her. She may not be 5 stars like a pentagram, emotional swings like a pendulum. I study her for she's my curriculum. You do stupid stuff so she can reprimand me. Forgive me quickly, then get back on track with this. Always on my mind with a lingering on, and I'm not talking a thong. Intellect is her robe, knowledge is her socks. Rhetoric and logic is what she's adorned. Rather check my number with her than to be found not having any apart or any one part. With you is my soul and heart. Seek you out in crowds, take you out for rounds, show you that I'm proud. Stacy is what I'm all about. Stacy, I want you wisdom and art. You know she's a woman. I want wisdom and art. I want wealth, health. All that comes with wisdom being in, and I want her for. She is my wife, my woman, my lady in being. Wisdom can bring a lot of things, though materially it may not be seen, but mentally you are rich, wealthy. Describe rich or wealthy. If you love wisdom, then you are ready on that. Describe you, my guy. You gotta love wisdom. I mean, she's the only lady you can want to have in your house, in your dome, or around. For real.
NewYorkBangers.com.
I want your wisdom. Focus on Stacy and Nat. Yeah, we already been through this. Truth is, you already knew this. 12's due to animation, mathematics and music. Vesica, basically basilica, hamstring indica, right signs indicate plants produce bodies that are of transparent silica. Brother, then sister, fountain of youth is assistant. In KCSE I got a C+, vitamin C+, vitamin D and I add up, minus times divide plus device, right on a device. What's holy or divine? Snake in the cup of wine or a sponge filled with bitter wine. I only want that which is rightfully mine. More or less I decline. Purpose inside like the line of sight. Horizon vanishing, cloud guiding our sight. Rebel African leaders head trapped in jazz. stored across Europe, and yet they refer to us about human rights, systemic exploitation over race or people. Yet they brought us religion, claiming ours is evil, yet the model is the same. It's strange when I'm asked by my own people why I dwell in the past. Can't seem to move past the fact that we were brainwashed, bleached and reset. Wisdom is a set, knowledge is an asset. Free their heads and their spirits to that roam and talk to us in the present day. Perverse minded, though, tell me, oh, more civilized man, did white man's burden involve picking up my lady's private parts, record and say she normal like that was not a fact. In fact, monogamy was your conception. Did you try to understand my cultural notions? Monopoly capitalism, the inbuilt industries on our land after independence sanctions, a threat of war in your part called the Cold War, but it was a calculated move. Your industries need resources which we have in our corner, east or west, you all white. Why was this not about the degradation of our products? Mindset on the focus of the picture painted of us, of wars, clashes and hunger. Yet we feed your population, spirit, body. I have to talk to my ancestors, cannot write letters, yet still remember that the tongue is a part of the body, so communication is done proper when in the spirit world. I think colonialism is a byproduct. World War II was not just painted. Solomon Rui, University of Nairobi student leader J.M. Kariuki, Roberto Uko and even Sando. I throw rocks on the other side, but the danger is still on my own side. Midas touch, listen to that subconscious conference call with the subconscious. Did anyone notice the energy shifted when I stepped in? Right, left, right, then quickly step in. Came from boys to men, now we taking it to the back streets. Mass loss, hierarchy, Karl Marxism, all ism, flowing like a birds of a feather. Yet hold the man down like fetters. Sip on the chalice, burn on the grill, get your skin peeled. We are family, I got all my sisters with me. We are family, get off your weight and sing. Sweet dreams are made of this. Who am I to disagree? Travel the world and the universe too. Everybody is looking for something. My girl is so hot as she can be like pros. I'm hitting the harmony. I'm staying alive, oh, we're staying alive. Snake in a cup like Benedictine monks. Scholastic dogs, all orders come from one bone in a trough. Next to the ass and ox with a chorale of angelic beings, wise men and shepherds in the building. Kaleidoscope, I'm seeing different sparks going off in my brain. I never felt the same. Sky was the limit, now stars is where we live in. Powers and principalities, the enemy of the spiritual being, yet the body has its rule. Like the exit is just for exiting, and that's its business. Licentious world we tend to live in. Yeah. Vanity, oh, Sole Mio, also known as my son, son of the sun, and this the midday sun. St. Louis Blues, Bessie Smith and sang, Lagrima Negras or black, tears about a mother facing her fears. Pokare Kare Anna, a traditional Maori song. St. James Infirmary by Louis Armstrong, talking about a sailor who liked panties and thongs with no protection. El Manicero Muni, the Mucha by Cab Calloway and his orchestra. A little sugar in my bowl, that's for my brother. Can you spare a dime? Another and another. Hey buddy, say you don't remember a body or everybody. I'm normal hombre as Lydia Mendoza, Hula Galin Slacky, sung by Sohupi. Candesa be broken, sung by the Cutters, not the ape shit. Cutters, Lord, I hate to see her go, and soon after Robert Johnson Blues, giving the blues a new hue at the crossroad. For the blues, allegedly he sold his soul. If it wasn't for that clandestine, I'm at his age and this point in time, hell bound on his trail, intersection of 61 and 49, and that's on the highway. Strange Fruit by Billie Holiday. Men growing from trees, flowers blossoming to men, and that was natural. Color talk and it's painful. Over the rainbow, Asgal and Judy, did you bring gold or silver to keep my neck from the noose? police. Did you do your civic duty? Story told of Galley's fall by lead belly. This was the day before the color tell is fast. The Zulu man made magic, then white man made money. Paid 10 shillings for a record. Solomon Linda and the evening bodies. Java Jive for the sex, drugs in rock and roll. By ink sports get you high, and when you come low to gloomy Sunday. Some holidays from hell came a string of suicides after the release of the track is what happened. Cross over to Cuba, Guantanamera, based on a poem by Jose Marti. God bless the child by sipping on this mighty. A rare exception, lady sings the blues. Them that have God shall get, and them that have not shall lose. Money brings strength, but poverty sees them live again. In that the truth, the child that stands on his 2 feet is immune to fortune winds and is truly blessed. God bless the child that has his own. Stormy Weather by Lena Horne. Don't know why there's no sun up in the sky. Stormy weather on Ramen Coca-Cola by Lord Invader. Both mother and daughter working for the dollar. Little darling, pearl of mine, this land is yours. That goes for the girl under the lantern. Germans and Allied soldiers listening to Lily Marlene before the days of Monroe Marlene. Straight to Nat King Cole and Route 66, heading to a white Christmas. This gon' give you kicks. Good rocking tonight. Nature Boy was the making of Nat King Cole trio to the Kenyan trio Mio. Saturday night fish fry. I'm so lonesome I could cry. My bucket got a hole in it. Hank Williams, I'll never get out of this world alive. And then he died. Yeah.
Airbit Dad.
Mambo number 5. 1, 2, 3, 4 and 5. Autumn leaves in summertime. Joe Stafford and Sarah Vaughan. On Rocket 88, Pink and Designate. Good night to Irene before Johnny cries. London is the place for me. Ask Mary Ford why. How high is the moon? Can't dance, can't sing. And they can't take that away from me. She does my broom when she in my room. It was God who gave her to me. Open my eyes so that I embrace her. Though it's all Ginny Kelly singing in the rain. Won't forget your loving just by walking in the rain. Please Love Me, a song by B.B. King. Orioles crying in the chapel. Robins had a riot on cell block 9. Billie Holiday's love for sale. It's no chose, no mine. Is your love fresh and still unspoiled? A little loving for me that's only a little soiled. You funny, wanting money for this loving. Guess you must be my funny Valentine. Jet Baker forgot to laugh. High on drugs, shake, rattle and roll. We gonna rock around the clock. I get along without you very well. Made many in the wee hours of the morning. Frank Sinatra reminiscing about Little Richard's Tutti Frutti. Only you can cry me a river. Measure that and it's 16 tons. Ask my man Bob Diddley. Blue Monday by Fats Domino. He worked all day like you know. As the heart of rock and soul. Burudanga, let's do it. Hunyalanga. I fall in love every time we say goodbye. Ella Fitzgerald getting under my skin. Beep boop Alula. Presley's Heartbreak Hotel, Domino's, Blueberry Hill. I found my thrill, Hound Dog, Honey Hash, Johnny Cash, about to walk that line. Keeping a close eye on this heart of mine. Ella, take my hand, precious Lord. Screaming, J. Hawkins, put a spell on me. Blue Scream Ma, saying that it's just a gigolo. Ain't got nobody. Whole lot of shaking going on. Jerry Lee Lewis. That will be the day, buddy. Buddy Holly and the Crickets. Little Darling Diamonds. When I fall in love, Nat King Cole. You send me like Sam Cooke, Conway Twitty. It's only make believe, you see. Had to move it like Cliff Richard. Johnny B. Goody by Chuck Berry as an insert. La Bamba, ya Ketty, ya Costas. And I ain't talking Black Kodak. At the hop, Stagger Lee, summertime blues, Frank Sinatra. One more for the road to every brother. All I have to do is dream flamingos. I only have eyes for you. Neme quitepa. Aili brothers, hard to shout. Mark the knife, it ain't necessary. So that brings the 1950s to a close.
Yeah, 1960s, Miriam Makeba click song. The shirtless or pubic hair was shown. Will you love me tomorrow or Carolina? Love hearts, refer to Ella September song. Spanish Harlem, mad about the boy like dinner was Lazy River, baby Darren. Backdoor man to Red Rooster, stand by me. You really got a hold on me, Crystal, here rebel. Do you love my contours? Ray Charles, your cheating heart makes me a cry baby like garment memes and the enchanters. Hitchhike, monkey time and shake a tail feather. Boo and Al with the Harlem Shuffle. One fine day we'll meet once more and you'll want this love that you threw away from the chiffons. Shangri-La's, leader of the pack, Diana Warwick, walk on by. Don't give me no lip chat or lip service, a change is gonna come. I'm dancing in the streets and I just don't know what to do with myself. You really got me, you lost that lovely feeling.
Just don't walk away.
The animal house of the rising sun. Go away from my window to Braille's Amsterdam. Nina Simone, Cinnamon, James Brown, Papa got a brand new bag. I'm California dreaming. Beatles bought me a ticket. Yes, it is rolling with the stone. I get no satisfaction. The tears on my track, Mr. Tambourine Man, Bob Dylan, Rolling Stone. By this time, Kenya could now rule her own. People get ready, the carnival is over. And who do you love? Ask the picture seekers and the impression. Psychos like the Sonics with the Supreme asking to stop in the name of love. Mom was in the kitchen preparing to eat. Sis was in the pantry looking for some yeast. You don't need the weatherman to tell you whether the wind blows or that the sun rises from the east.
Just don't walk away. Just don't walk away.
Writer was Paul Simon for the sounds of silence. My generation like the Who, Unchained Melody, Lorraine Ellison. Stay with me, you're gonna miss me. 7 and 7 is river deep and mountain high. 1960s question marks and the mysterians. Pushing hard, pushing too hard. Psychotic reaction, reach out and I'll be there. 4 tops, good vibration, easy beats. Friday on my mind, monkey I'm a believer, cream I feel free.
Just don't walk away. Stay strong, just don't walk away.
On my mind, monkeys I'm a believer, cream I feel free. Supreme got me hanging
Just
on.
don't walk away.
Beatles tomorrow never knows. Purple haze, I'm a man. Venus in fires, a day in life like I saw an African today. Oh boy, the English army had just won the war. I cried the people turned away, but I just had to look. Alone again, love. See Emily play Pink Floyd. Tears of a clown, Robinson. Cold sweat, James Brown. Say a little player, Aretha Franklin. Fast cut is the deep best. Ask Pippi Arnold. Had it to the grapevine, Marvin Gaye. Enough said, I said it out loud. I'm black and I'm proud of this hard to handle real thing to Russell. Sister Morphine got me good in. Be careful what you write about because it may come true. Marianne Faithful, Cy Johnson. Look at my first dreams that I once knew. Why my dreams never came true? Is it because I'm black like a child stealing its first piece of candy and got caught peeping around life's corner? Somewhere I got lost. I just want you back like the Jackson 5. I just want you back like the Jackson 5.
Gotta be.
Back like the Jackson
Jackson 5.
Yeah. 0 degrees is chilling. I'm at the top of the building, top floor. We lifting up top like lifted. I have been blessed. I am blessed. Talk about distress to you stress, and on that stretch, please do stress. Have access. Does that make sense? Deja vu, alone or with the crew. What else can you do now that you spoke your truth and it hasn't made sense? And that's not the major issue. Whistles on the dress, we need to iron issues out. God deserves pride, no wickedness in him found. He is my rock, and with that I am proud. Each of his verse and then rehearse them before I speak these verses. If it's a competition, then it's me that I'm verses. The memory of who was my nurses when I came on this planet. Perfected memory, even the gist of it is but an outlet. Chalice or gauntlet, traditional or contemporary. Strength and beauty is found in God's sanctuary. Look at it this way, early from long ago, his throne established heaven, nirvana or Valhalla. It's all man's life purpose to get to the better side. Whether you believe it's in this earth or above the sky. To live is to die, and to die is to live. Don't get the two mixed up, even if you are convinced. No angel worship, best to watch out for the streak. They are your servants, so you shouldn't bow down the list. Even Lucifer underneath you, I deliver and perform. Sing that song a cappella with the mic on or off. I still perform, don't lip sync. Taste her lip balm if not lipstick. Deep memories rewind as we did speak. This is a stick, not a stick up. We up, have something to say, then speak up. Skipping ABC if she really wants the D. Get to cut the link, then hit repeat this. A full A to Z, so you see. Sea or ocean, men found within it. We call it semen. Whether you pushing it past the high men or not, did anyone notice the energy shifted when I stepped in? Right, left, right, and then quickly step in. Bring things to a whole new meaning. See this, believe this, I mean this. Forever mentee, carpentry, ministry, then crucified on a tree. Son of man, human being, got to talk about it, that is just me. To each his own, that's all I own. Take it up as my own, correcting notions as I move on. Keep strong, jaw breaker, get off my D before you choke on my ego. Wing breath like the great bald eagle. Me matters nirvana. He who has followers must talk to them about how to go up. If that's a fact, then they in turn follow the followers, and that's what they want. Got people doing stuff to please another man, from whom they want cash or a favor. Yet they in the spotlight. Is really true. When you have something to lose, you tread carefully so you have nothing to prove. What about speaking to posterity? What about speaking to the future of living beings? What about freeing the mind and the view? Bob Marley is not a legend because he smoked weed. Anyone can smoke weed and anyone can sing. The difference is what you say in speech to whom you speak. Time captured in a capsule, that's what you read for is. 20 years from now, will you still listen in, or it's shame and guilt? Yeah, facts over sentiments. I'm more at the entrance, looking for a leverage. Out of this maze I'm trapped, in, I break out, and it's emotionally intelligent like a bonobo or a chimpanzee. Victorious it seems, that's partly man's origin. This gene pool is a mixed patches, show how it spread. Take a hike and in the process break a leg, lose a limb or a fin. Man is a human being, see this moment talk like a coach. And if it's Thanksgiving, who is giving thanks? The foreigner or the native? Getting out of the fishbowl like the trigger fish. Picture this this back before the 19th century. Rome ruled all of the world, all the way from Europe to Africa, Greek included. Jesus born during this reign. Why do I pick this picture to paint? Does it cause me pain? Go on and explain. Sticking to my lane, out of the eyes like window pane. Roman soldiers had Greek thinking. I'm speaking democracy and politics. Look at it, Roman soldiers had Greek thinking. Aristotle, Plato and Socrates, dead men still running the industry. Their ideas or ideologies seem to have come from Kemet. Only now that they edit Imhotep, teaching one of these three. 1, 2, 3, here was their ideology. Mind taught like men camp, only blue eyes, light skin, thin lips with perfect of hair. I'm the lightest of skin, good rules. The rest of us under their thumb like a tank thing. I mean, that doesn't even give me a chance to be a king. Christ thankfully didn't fit in this. That's why I'm relating to this narrative. Captive of the thinking process by the ruling elites. I mean, if you didn't look like Zeus or Hermes, that meant you were servant created for the service industry. Basic curriculum making it compulsory. So some things we pick on still with the narrative. Roman empires were defeated by their law, enslaved men and women, and this was their flaw. 14 Caesars till finally they split into Franco, Anglo, Portugal and Spain. From one came many till these many sat down as one. Berlin Conference and decided to continue a culture from their predecessors. Am I wrong for forgetting in touch with my ancestors? I just want to be a king, a man and not a shame for an evolved gorilla. I'm not even talking gorilla. See, it's without filters, facts over sentiments in the picture. Same crown, only that it's different pictures and languages as a feature. Man given dominion over animals, insects and plants is practically animism. Do a part, I do my part. Cover me and learn my craft. Serve up this truth till I run out of rhymes. Serve this truth till I run out of rhymes. Give me that which is rightfully mine, rightfully mine. At the right time and in the right amounts, for the right reasons, for the right purpose. When you were an anvil, hold your steel. When you were a hammer, strike your field. These words are not worthy of being associated with your name. We did not offer an ideal life at once, refined and practical, cultured and yet wisely energetic. An apple a day keeps the doctor away. A handful of groundnuts keeps hunger at bay. Rub, rub, rub to produce kinetic. This is art for art's sake, in intenses. It's full of aesthetic. Discuss, jump or sprint, call it athletic. Throw some greens into the ground like it's pathetic, and it becomes crops with time, then we get it. Blackness or darkness is an aspect of life in itself, as the seed does germinate once upon the ground, then light reinforces it. I'm being cocky, ego hen in my origins. Mix flour with hot water and then stir it up, call that porridge. When you pour it in your cup, if you want to be a leader, then you got to be a reader. Best defense is an offense, best offense is guided by knowledge. History is filled with bizarre cultural confrontations. Steam and sail ship under ferry to nukes dropped at Nagasaki. What happened in between? Commodore Perry, not platypus named Perry. Nickname of Ma is Terry. Avant-garde aesthetic movement to art no view. Now what to do? Natural morte or dead nature, cloud demonate. Aubrey beard slay as strong as the trust and the king collectively to form a vault. pillars are Corinthian, buon fresco and fresco secco, Filippo Brunelleschi, Medici, Donatello's David, and Gata Melata. Looking at all these depictions, glutinous, maximus, building up tension, yet I pay attention, and in full plus extra peso, coin in the mouth like the fish that had the double the tax. That's a fact, give to Caesar his money intact. Greatest artist has no conception of what a block of marble contains within its mass. Only a hand obedient to the mind can pass through to get this image, imaginative and sensual versus historical and intellectual. Thinking like Isabella, the Machesa of Mantua, Photoshop before colonization was sure. Neither through hope nor fear can you pierce the blind window, except to eternal vision, astronomy based on Giovanni da Bologna, Leonardo, Raphael, Michelangelo. No plow stops at the death of any man. Icarus dropped from the sky like a housefly. Political power is like an egg. Hold it too tight and it bursts too lightly and it slips from your fingers. Luigi and Mario, Warner Brother yo, Keys Daniel Koff, arrow and bow, slingshot made the record, putting faith plus effort, serve up seconds, then eating seconds, Mamma Mia, 99 plus 1 is Mia. No one in the corner has swagger like mine. MIA, missing in action, that's MIA. Sweet with C to get CIA. Here it is NIS and they already collecting certificate of good conduct, payment pending. Clean like a whistle when the roof blowing. Piggy house made from stone, so no huffing and puffing. Rattle a rattlesnake and again get ready to be beaten. Beat over 10 years since then. Segment made, pack displayed.
Yeah. Man did not make the fabric of life, he is a thread within it. Don't be dismayed, because Hosea loved his wife despite catching her getting laid. There are layers to this, because this, even if you don't have a toothpick, you can come through this. Baby, I'm your man. Walk with purpose, don't jump to conclusion. Segregate or put in seclusion. Dream bigger, call that grandeur delusions. Throw an icy skate like it's icy. Double fish head Pisces. Woman name was Isis and man Osiris. Basic creation story with Adam and Eve. Fallen angel called Steve at the eve of another selfless act. Seeking expansion for the sake of expanding, war for the sake of fighting, conquest for the sake of ruling, peace for the sake of growing, and dominion for the sake of ruling. Baruch bin Rashid, Treaty of Cape Ture Waiyaki wa Henga and Fort Smith, Msiba Mwea si Otone wa Kaduke. Reality is a simulation. Shout out to Manasseh Jumba of North Kavirondo. I know monkey is Shondo. Change to Luya, that's why that means plain land. Kakamega Washewe name came from an Arabic trader who came to the land and was cooked for a meal by one of the wife of the chief, and he kept swallowing. The remarks were as following: Ha ha mega, ha ha mega, ha ha mega. Mega. What he had was Kakamega, Vihiga, Nakuru, Nairobi to Mombasa, straight to Malindi. From the tips from the pastor, man sharpens man. Now that I have learned that there's no need for you to follow my laughter, just ask why and read for yourself the chapter. Kericho sounds like Jericho. Lake Turukana was called Rudolph. If we could rename it, why not the rest of the mainland? I am man. Bantu is a sociological conception. Black, red or white, yellow or even purple and green. Long as we human beings, we straight up have free will. Is it so? I don't know. Tell me yourself, what is it you believe? And if you had press, go out and relieve. I'm not talking relief like what the White Clan did. Here is expedition, shouldn't make comparison as we on different levels. Even The first world facing the same devils. Information does not lead to deliverance. We serve a God of second chance, fruits and gifts of the Spirit, so I'm in no trance. This does not come by chance. These boots are made for walking, just be careful. You see, these boots one day might just walk all over this start speech. See, I think the government is good. Listen up, kids, the government is good. That is when they're doing what they should rightfully do. That's how you determine how the government is good, and it's for your own good. Dr. Miles Monroe spoke the truth when he said that the first government is you. You are sovereign.
Yeah. Letter to the future.
I got to nurture wisdom.
That's your mother.
I got to nurture art. She doesn't go to work because I'm there to provide. I love her from my heart. She came from me, a part of me. She's a man with a womb inside.
Woman.
On top of me is Christ. On top of him is Abba, our sustainer and source father of all creation. Used to think behind a man was where women should be. Paradigm shift, now I see differently. It should all start with me, then your mom, then you. Behind a great woman is a strong man. Give an analogy, part of the narrative. Family as a unit, older than the government, older than religion. Hence see the building as it is, beautiful as it can be. Only one thing that is real, that straightens it, and it's not stainless steel. Have to dig under and deep, set the foundation deep.
That's the father.
I just discovered this. My public and private behaviors and habits affect you eternally. I still got truth to thee, that you can also break free. Trust in Christ and believe. Write your own narrative. Used to think life a trip, on the move to the king. Yet the king wants of me to create room for you too. The world big enough as it is, bigger than what any generation think it is. Got to think of you living in me as proof. Spam tells my truth when you come into record books. My forefathers were told to close their eyes when in prayer. That stuff still affects me now that I'm their heir. Didn't believe in all of this art as theirs, so they gave birth to I, preparing for the next level. That is where we are at. That is where we're pressing start. Say the world is yours and all that is in it. A wise man will leave something for their grandchildren. I don't have it yet, so I'm leaving you this rhythm. Using this rhythm as building blocks to sing. All good things to learn are hard and difficult. A good education is a basis for your betterment. When I am a king, does it change my status just because my clothes don't fit? I am a king, does that mean my thinking is done in the latest of kicks? I mean, should I as a king dress the part or think and act the part? I'm wondering this, so I ask, as a king, am I of a different pedigree than what is in the streets? Here a Chihuahua is the same breed as a bulldog. As a king, state of mind changed, I became strange. Royalty taken away from me, I just want my loyalties. My king is the loyal king. I know there's a lot of kings, but he is the king of kings. Born royalty, hold up, made royalty. Does it have to do with conditioning, taking things to a different degree? What I believe is what is. As a king, does the crown have to be on me? Must I have subjects who do everything for me? What if they are kings and I'm just a trainer of kings? Do I think better just because I got designer on me? Avoid this pitfall, please. Son of me, daughter of me, my own seed. Could be biology or philosophy in thinking. Different kinds of children, generations uplifted. I seek to address the fact that we were left in the Old Testament. Think of it this way. If the Lord water history and human beings and animals feed of it, meaning there's diversity to that point, you get where I'm heading. With this point, ancient Kemet did serve their part. Israel brought into the limelight and then served as a lesson in the limelight of what is good and what is right. Got to think about it. Joseph coming there was not a mistake. Stella showing that he wasn't the only Jewish slave. Things became better before becoming worse. The point is that we played our part. Now history has us on the other side. It's time to rise.
I'm not calling for weapons of mass destruction. I just want you to focus on what you land on, the land you win. There's no need to seek diaspora blessing, when in fact the land here is plenty, fertile too. You just got to reclaim it. Stop praying for a heaven when God made a heaven within your residence, His presence, Garden of Eden, that is your leverage. Seek to do His will when you are on earth. When you read about how wealthy He is, it's a reflection of what God sees. I read the Bible, you read it too, not religiously but like a scientific book. See, God is the greatest scientist to exist. He deals in fact, and this book is but His records. Artifacts found, Stella found, obelisks found, Red Sea found. It's all on the ground. Only one described heaven as it was, and that was Paul. But even Christ didn't tell us a trip to heaven, rather He sold us the vision of heaven. Open your eyes when you're praying. God in everything you're seeing, matter of fact in everything that you touch. He is active and alert, ready to help you produce with the craft. It's not just art. Listen and read again. Find yourself in a world that wants you to find trends. Switch off the television and pick a book instead. Have a goal and seek to accomplish it. Go all the way for it. Remember, God is your origins. Never forget this. That was the mistake of my ancestors. They thought that animals to be the gods, yet they were representative of the forces. Christ was like you, from the third world and not an oppressor, yet fountain of life like a jaser. Not saying lesser or greater, only you interpret your future. Read your books and then visit the museums. If you get a chance, visit the White Man Museum. They got our people and heritage on display. Don't be dismayed, think of it better. Globalization, where are all these corporations headquartered? I'm afraid for you, but I got faith for you. Was asked that now everything has been invented. What will be the heritage of my generation? I'm passing this question to you. Find a way to solve a problem, monitor the solution, then earn your profits. Remember, this world is yours, you have yours, so don't convert another's. Go for that which is rightfully yours. Generations benefit off it. Be sure to patent, but then check your access. It might be blocked because of your skin color, or because you're from the third world, or people try to kill you because you're seeing a different reality. Don't let them sell you this fear narrative. Keep at it. Where there is a will, there is a way. There, man is a being, there is weight. There, male and female are biological characteristics. Use your instincts. If you don't have testes, then don't try to do what the male do. I'm not calling for complacency. Discover your own sexuality. I set it straight in my own genes. Told you God is my origins. Don't do anything to make Him cringe. If you don't have a womb, just forget it. Play your part, if not adopt. Find your purpose in life, then follow. Purpose is what fulfills you, so that you are not hollow. Couple of things to borrow. Think of your tomorrow. I know the world as it is, and it's a licentious world we live in, but you can mind your business, keep your interests and goals. You don't have to prove yourself to me or anyone at all. You go and get your own. Remember to keep something for the next generation too. Renewable sources, it's okay. The universe knows this. Don't be worried about funding. Remember when I said God knows things, He is actively involved. Well, think of it in this way. Yes, a foreign power took your inheritance in terms of image and material wealth. Well, it's waiting for you. Yes, it's waiting for you. They kept it safe for you in their safes and pigeonholes, just waiting for you. That is when you are able to see through. The wicked store up wealth for the righteous, and it is truth. You are the righteous as long as you are in truth. Soon after, if it's not God, it's karma. We will be on top again. If the French peasants toppled Marie Antoinette, get on your knees and pray. I know I do pray. Then put in the work with this promise at my age. Soon you will receive what you do. Things will change only when you get it. Don't become a stranger. Think about how you pass it to your great grandchildren. This is the end to this end-to-end encrypted message.
This is the end of this end-to-end encrypted message. shout out to Kendrick Lamar for this beat. Next generation, listen to this. The question is there.
Yahweh, Safesh Bara. Kenya's Writers Guild or Quilters Guild. Either way we build from the ground up, and if it's brought down, do I repeat? Take a seat at the back because the front is risky. I'm leading from the center, and then a day you come and get me. When man is finished, that's a new beginning. Moving according to rhythm, and in that sense I am in sync with the dominant narrative. Back on my mind is reinstated. I'm high key, that's not faded. Low key is add shade in. Bring some more light in, so there's lightning. It's exciting, packed and wrapped like it's a present. Enjoy the now, enjoy the present. Eternal now is but my leverage. Moving according to my age. Politics is but a game of actors and actresses. Legislation favors where the cash flow is. Man wants to tap in for his sole benefit. Even if the 47 million suffer or perish, there is more land for him to get on credit. Bonds or cash paid plainly. I'm not a saint, see, I speak about what I see on my neighbor's television. Historian Manetto, the Stella in Palermo, the Turin Papyrus, Helico rising of Cyrus, calendar in ancient time. Ahet was flooding of the Nile. Ferret was coming out of water over land, or coming out of crop on the soil. Chemo, that's harvest. Then we get back again. What am I saying? Freedom is forever, life and death are for now. So wear your crown, understand why you were clowned, and now they are making you a clone. Pyramids are not built with drones. Heading to the 24th century, what will be our heritage and history? I'm heading back to solve this mystery. Speak with lightness, it's all wind. Man is a symbolic being, I speak to reveal what I do see. Not a pedestal or in need of a pedigree. I'm of a different breed, despite having the same chemistry and biology. Fact checked indeed, the world doesn't need me one bit. Getting over myself bit by bit. Even though the names change, the streets remain the same. And I'm not on the campaign, I'm on God's side, that's where I'm playing. Deciding my path that leads to where I'm heading. All these distractions are part of the fraction. Sum it up and in toto, you have the whole sum or the total. Quit messing with history, as my elders told me. Yet at some point they told me stories about our origins. It has to be true, because some things we have to leave them to the kids. I'm growing older, passing this over should be part of my biz. Not just rapping about toxins and polluting the mind and the body with modern sins. Don't get me wrong, I'm not for celibacy or hematic living. I'm not even calling for another right unless you are got God's calling. That said, there's no need. Yeah, mind state, migraine. Couple of states with one major highway. I'm shy today, step up on the scene and the strobe lights my way. Kinda like Kill Bill, only I'm one with myself. No wedding child or secret life on the shelf. Didn't even disappear when I was at the age of 12. Saving up on supplies, so it's a reserve. Came from up country, guess we call it reserve. For the bomb, lap and read the rock, take a swab. Stick to the lane, don't you dare try to swab. Remember that the leader is the one that has to serve. Perspective growing, you ignorance showing. So conviction is what I'm aiming at, and it's growing. Alone but not lonely. Dance beat to the honoring. How am I coping? I don't have a vocal from DTW. My music is still not played by Sony. Heart is still organic, not a reactor like Tony's. I'm working with the police. Hence before we go deep, I paint it as it is. I don't try to sugarcoat it, though I'm conscious of the happening. Strange things. His mind does see, and I spark fire and then lightning. I'm lighting this, saving this. Alternatively, we just rhyme on this and style like this with no meaning. What's the essence? Might be getting much in terms of presence, but what of reverence and building up of ourselves and our friends? If you burn a candle at both ends, will you still have a candle in the end? I'm thinking right now, no pretense. At least not sitting on the fence. Take a stance like fence, attack or defense. Is that the means that justifies the end? close, yet man is always above those who see life comforts. What then there is for comfort of a broken heart and a broken spirit or a broken mind. A lot of things money can buy, yet it aims to help you understand why the sky is up and the earth down. Let the seas are thrown into the ground. Stand my ground at the middle of the grindstone. So to say I'm grinding, it's basic science, not religion or magic. Why was this not proof of me not being civilized? Travel, it's actually simple. If education was free, would you actually cherish it? Since it's free, who's financing the curriculum? I know nothing is free except air. So what's the agenda that is hidden there? And we are taking it to the next generation. Our hairs can't they get a different mind state? Instead I scratch my head and bureaucracy scratches me instead. Can't seem to make any change without asking, and when you do it's considered being reactive. Hence I'm not reactive, more of proactive, put into practice. Yeah, I have both nappy hair and curly hair. You only see nappy hair on the head where the beard grows. It shows I got both heads. I am male. Now it's time to grow and become a man. Bluebeard told his wife not to go near the locked door that's bolted, but she didn't hear. Found corpses that didn't respond to his touch or plea. As she opened up the room, she became part of it. Lightning bolt inspiration, of course God be the source, and history knows the evolution of man is either genetics, religious or mythical. Man is a symbolic being, meaning he understands symbols. Complicated yet evolved from that which was simple. Even the white trace says it's not homogeneous. Like my history teacher told me, it's no black and white. Even though they don't die, that might override. So they take my big bumper wife and display her in a cage. After she dies, they dissect and still poke her in her death. I'm asking, if you're more civilized, why behave like a brute? Masculine like the flute, yet feminine with the sound you produce. Don't call a truce yet, Pan-African mindset. It is said not in stone as my ribosome at the top of my dome. In like the thumb, I don't conform. Help out inform, fresh like I'm informed, straight like that's the formula. Man is man, I am man, I don't have a womb. Man, say you switching genders, then go get a womb. Man, then we can call you a woo. Man, carrying a fetus with the ability you are a female. Until then we wait for Jesus and the new Adam coming with a new heaven, meaning he gon' replace the current skies like the shit you just slept in. I'm talking 12 feet deep. Stop and think about this preaching, I mean teaching. Canonical, evangelical. As for me, I'm just speaking. Eden was a place where God touched the earth and it moved from place to place. That's why there's no trace, yet we finding evolution of man from the era of the character since he on during Miocene, Epochis, Cenozoic, and you looking at it from the tertiary. 5 tasks for me as a man in being is God's presence, work, productivity, security, and instructing. That's my purpose, making me unique. Still the man of the house, though alone I'm living. Paying rent, the body is the mortal building that it is to get me to the golden streets where angels sing and these ministers are but flaming beings. I believe I am man, I do sing, sin, repent, and forgive. God's presence is a must for me to live. Man has been chasing money ever since I put God first and realized that reality is not as it seems. Depressed desires appearing as dreams. Assets are wise investment. Asset is wisdom embodied. Best asset is wisdom, which comes from knowing. Fear of the Lord is the wisdom origin. Freedom is not independence, and independence is not freedom. Free the top floor, free your dome. You are a king in need of that dome. Put it together, it's a kingdom. You are kingdom, welcome home. It's been long trapped, it is evil. Free the spirit of my people, so they bow their heads to this rainbow. Freedom is not independence, and independence is not flow, fill your dome. You are a king in need of that dome. Put it together, it's your kingdom. Welcome home, it's been long.
Yeah. Whoa. 1, 2, here we go. Time for the show, lights go on. It is lit and I'm on Mountain of Zion, city of all, next to the new temple, New Jerusalem. Praise be to the Prince of Salem. Got to say amen. Back in 1014 it again, straight to my head. Seat of intellect, dialect, mother tongue must I interpret. Please don't fret, you can fret or fit, it's alright. It all fits, all pieces fit in the puzzle with things missing. Gifting also got to learn to appreciate being given, receiving. Don't despise God's discipline, appreciate it. It's part of sonhood, sons of God and son of man, not son of them. I see it every day. God's image not in my face, but in the place. Presence felt anyway. Track more to say, so I go on my way. Christ be the way, the only way. So peace with Him I make. Co-create, so create blessings, prosperity, peace, and speaking to posterity. Told to multiply, hold on, commanded to multiply and live in love. That I got to do to earn my due in the fabric of time. I'm after all that is rightfully mine. To these rhymes I make my mind and inspire one, if not two. If none, well then I'm having a none over for the night. Did that when I was young, it's a fact that I don't have to prove it. Take my word for it, it's still gossip. Seeking for the cloud and crowd worship. Not for me it profits to gain the world then count my soul at a loss. Everything in its due time, God made everything, so the soul ain't mine, the body too yet. If He wants me to learn, then the heart in my school, coming up with formulative rather than summative evaluation. Lifelong learning, lessons and rewards for yearning. God's design and development. The universe is enveloped in Him, yet not Him, just a part of Him. How awesome is He? That's not about skin color and about past epoch. He lives in the present with time does evolve. Listening then and least minding my business. I'm quick to get to rapping and word slanging. What's happening is setting ribbons on to ribbons, flaving our tricks, smoke and mirrors. It is shoot, I'm about to get it quick. Text and then delete, send only. So it's only one copy. Stand up on the soapboxes, that's the deal. Let's deal with that in lean and being aired in public. Your mouthwash when addressing is not all messy. Case in point, safe to point yourself 5 fingers away. Start the wave, then surf the wave like Jimmy Kabasquiat. Just not like the Reagan child. I'm at his age in this point in time. Dealing with myself, have to put in time, invest, so even if it is in dimes. Times change, man changes, so He's not the same. God everlasting, still the same. God is greater than what I'm seeing. Don't need a miracle from me to believe in Him. That's no easy Gion. Heading to the mountain of Zion, sons and daughters of Zion. The Lord rebuilds it and through it shines on. What's man's purpose? Read the Bible and manage well the time available. What are you capable of? Track of course, never of course. This was I report. Get you learning. For me it's expression that it's not just my wits that I'm relying on. Get some sunlight so the rhyming goes on. Good show for sure. Blow the horn or uphold the horns. Either way we on life, love and love.
Yeah,
Wait.
this is not about skin color. More on the side of human race in terms of valor. Do you need space? Dominion over ages, tell me why we still argue in the car park spaces. Control of the mind is what ailed all the sages. I don't believe they're gone because we money making. I'm thinking they average like Tom, Dick and Harry that you see every day. God uses people in His own mighty way, so it's safe to say that we are tools to be used in any way. Good or bad is up to mind state. Captain your attitude to determine your state of rise or your altitude, and when in sync, wisdom comes to you in trinklets like a cotton vest, then a singlet, adornment like necklace and bracelet. Differentiate between bars and segment, putting on latex, go to practice safe sex, end to end encrypted, yet still able to track sex text. Animals in a cage, wonder who is the vet then, and what else man if not himself. How do you repair a broken spirit? How can you repair a broken heart? Life, love, and the way of Christ is forgiving. Though some battles have to be fought, us for resilience. I'm learning your secrets day by day, how we relate to your texts and movements in time and space. Thank you for this brain, Yahweh. I praise your holy name. You made me in your image from the earth's face. Allow me to thank and praise you, he who holds the space and the universe in his grasp and still finds time to interact with I, not just once, but that I'm always on his mind. He is my friend, yet a burning flame doesn't like it when I block our relationship with another. He is one, there is no other. Awesome to describe. Moses didn't even see his face. That's who I fear to face. Living according to your will. It is my will that your will be done. It may not always be fun, but you get what you want. I'm not calling you a tyrant, not that it changes the fact that you are good.
Insane beat.
But that I should forgive myself because you already forgave me my price. My life saved indeed by delivery of your son to pay the price. You are awesome, can't even put a price on all the ways you came through. Thank you for this brain, life and experiences, shaping my personality so that I express perfect self-expression. It is my will that your will be done all in one day today, yet you never change, let alone age. Open new pages, your word is reflective of the world.
Yeah, what is it that I want to say?
DJFrankNice.com.
What is it that I want to be as I listen to this beat one time on repeat? Am I a logical human being? Should I rap and sing emotions on track like Watergate opening up? What should I say? What should I do? Who should I shout out? Who should I boo? Associate with who? From where and when? Who knows me? Who owes me? Who knows things? All things good and bad. Who owns me? So real truth. So did solid gases and liquid water remains the same. Is that my game? Change my name to an elemental name. Sign 8 figures, growing in figure. You figure, getting bigger or deeper. Was reveal layers that are skin deeper. Ribosome RNA, yes, that's real deeper. Had a vision like a calling that depended not on anybody but God. So I'm moving toward forward. Talk to us, talk with us, walk with me, myself and I as we take this route. Rap and reveal the brushstrokes now, then later on hit, repeat and decipher bad thoughts, bring you sulfur. Black spot treated with sulfur, used to fear cancer. After it took someone closer, treatment in check, everything is proper. Goes well for my life, is on today's order or to-do list. Realizing all the way to cubist, expanding my vision and clue of things. Of course, this is a twinklet pearl in a shell. Yes, you see it to mind's eye. Image, see an edge mage. Rock of all ages, write on new pages. All content as old as time. Just to remind, there's nothing new under the sun. Start this race, run it forward. Who should I pair my style with too? If I'm the only one I have to, it's me. Who knows what I've been through? If these lyrics are lies or truth, seeking to soothe an ego that is bruised. Get up and take off your shoes. The world is to feel you. Tap into the system like a taproot system of the fibrous. You know there's convergent and divergent models to thinking. On the verge of thinking, I keep pushing, hoping that I fall into a better place.
place, a better state of mind, even if it's possible to be ahead of time. 2 or 3 generations in time, yet I'm looking at the generations past in time. I'm in rhyme, in sync like these are the times, best time of our lives. Yes, before marriage, life, next stage of life, living right so they don't pay the price. Or do something nice or better than you. Who has a clue? Who has the shoe? Who saw the feet and who saw the feet? Size of magnitude, if I repeat, seems I unfit to fit this into the narrative, comparative, attractive, all out of reach. So keep at it. That's the whole point of repeat. That's the whole point of practicing getting.
Yeah, scratching my medulla, ring logo Medusa, peruse by, pass by, call you a passerby, wave hand, then by circles of life, animal impact, African sinners, animals and landscape. Binyavanga asked what about the people, started that long ago. I'm not just a zero, I'm not yet a hero. Black, yes, Negro, it is that simple. Page closed, open and look again. I'm setting trends, not fads but trends. Free song and it loses value in the end. Guess I have become valueless or priceless. Is that the same if I have imparted knowledge of some sort? Told you all my story from my view, perspective, elective, selective, objective, subjective, philosophy into all majors, and it's only an elective. So I'm creating my reality, only I'm selective. Still fighting me, but I'm more in love with me. What about thee? Since I discovered the heritage in my skin, I absorb the light more and get productive. In the work, I love the job, but all the work every day doesn't feel like work. I keep up the good work. To think my home should look below the drop, horizontal, diagonal, vertical. Either way, it's a drop to oblivion, back to nothingness. Then what would be my niche? What would be my age? How will they see in my age? Who is they? Got to ask again, who is they? Why should I care about they? Get in line and direct my fire that way. It is a wave, soon enough we under the boardwalk and onto the beach. Out of sight, out of reach, can't contact, can't reach. Zanzibar yet to see, yet to go there and see on the bucket list. Life is experiences before kicking the bucket. That is not to say putting a hole into the bucket. Or bucket crab mentality in actuality. Fill it with water and see how the water takes the shape of it. Take it to the ocean and it mixes finally sublime. That's what life is not about, what your pocket got. Although that now determines your what. Ladies making more than men, some of them took up the skirt. What we do for the dollar sign, what we do for the desires and habits we learn. Can't unlearn, adjust habits, walk the rabbit, clean the mallet, paint with palette. From vegetable dyes to mineral dyes, tie and dye, free love revolution, and the good times never die. Walking on sunshine, the song goes on. What we do for the dollar sign, what we do for the desires and habits we learn. Can't unlearn, adjust habits, walk the rabbit, clean the mallet. From vegetable dyes to mineral dyes, tie and dye, free love revolution. Tie and dye, free love revolution. Tie and dye, free love revolution.
Yeah, it's time to shine from what's normal to the level that is divine. Change the label, now I'm seeing what's normal, call that sublime. Moving from the gross state to what is actually fine. Hero is the name, showing face is the game. It's strange how in every book that I seem to read, every chapter deals with what's on this earth's surface. Yet the library is assembled. Be informed before leaving earth, more of be informed while living on this earth. Say what you see, show that you care. Hear me out, and when it's your turn I'll hear you out. Know your role but don't know your place. You have no place, you are above the place label. You are not a product like salt on the table.
though the analogy used was stable. When in trouble, seek to connect to help heal your spirit. Seek to be real and authentic rather than imitation. That starts with my generation. Connect to positive vibrations. Read your Bible.
It won't stop. You can't fight the feeling. You can't fight the feeling. It won't stop.
Read your Bible, the words activate within you. Your soul glows, and that's an issue to someone who doesn't see through the material lenses like you do. It's funny, Kenya was at the same level as Japan and Korea at some point in time. Now we are all at different levels. All were oppressed, but some picked up best. And if our generation doesn't do it, then it's on to the next and on to the next. That's why I write these letters, these phones, and these texts, all to get you to set up and take it to the best. Now that you know that we are in this setup, we ask what is next. Your generation will be asking what is next. I pray you live in love. I pray you live in love and love the life that you live. Entertainment industry doesn't always have you at their heart.
I told you it won't stop, cause you can't fight the feeling.
They want your attention and control over your mind. Might even go as far as to say control over your soul. So read up and know, invest and grow. The most difficult project is what I've shown, changing the mind and perspective of all those who were in chains yet before were kings. Circle of life, and for the men, let's take it all down. Whatever we know was fed to us by a curriculum. You are the foundation. Shut up and support the family. Their weight is all on you. Be wise in what you choose. Go over dates or prunes. Don't let the bright lights make you a fool. Read the Bible. It's not just for you, but also for the future you. Whatever you do in the now is present up to the fourth generation. Yet they have free will and can go against what you did for them, or the basic setting that you made for them.
It won't stop.
My normal has abs, it's abnormal. Yours has a belly pot, so it's just plain normal. I'm formal or informal, yet rather informed like a thumb. I'm normal, just not conforming. Yeah. The Lord is my shepherd, I lack nothing. The Lord provides for my own needs. It's not a brag since I acknowledge him, and when it doesn't come on time, I still acknowledge him. I'm working on me. Hardest project on this world is coming up with a new mentality, coming up with a new way for us to think. From colonial to post-colonial, it still has colonial in it. Information is not setting me free. Learning that my people once ran me straight. It's no secret, he or see or Siri. Conviction is what gets me to believe in a better tomorrow. Like blueprints for the building, only it's a state of mind that we are building. Only is the foundation that I have been digging. The stone that the builders refused is not the cornerstone. With the line we set up the course, brick after brick till we reach eye level, brick after brick till we are now at worms level. Construction in process like Solomon's temple. Building it up from scratch. Nimrod's tower is on another level. Check one, check two, I got the mic so I come to check through. Can't fight with the mind so I train mine in truth. If you decline to open your parachute,
Well, you determine your own altitude. Mostly it's up to you. Can't hide behind a crew, but we do know the truth. Whatever it is that you do, you ain't the only one that is able to do it. And if it's not done by you, it will be accomplished when the time is due. It's great to think that one is dispensable. It's great to think that one is replaceable. It's great to think that when that is done, it's not regrettable. Hey, at the end of the day, we got organizational goals. Adam failed in the task. Took more than 4 age groups for the new Adam to arrive. Took even longer for the black Adam to now thrive. It's a symbol, so don't ask why. Only one Adam came from the world of the dead. Only he understands that we don't live by the bread. Conviction getting to me is now in my head. I know faith is not intellectually based. Hence intellectuals fails when they say it's opium for the masses. My people die because of lack of knowledge that we acknowledge. Sons of the earth are more shrewd with their knowledge. Sons of God apparently worried about their pockets. That's why the preacher man says you plant in his pocket. And with carnal knowledge of your wife in the process, the house is blessed, but it's only for a moment.
It's no secret, EO, Siri, EO, Siri, EO, Siri, EO, Siri, EO, Siri, EO, Siri, EO, Siri.
ਥਾਪੀ ਹਮੇਸ਼ਾ ਜੋਰ ਵਾਲੇ ਦਾ ਚਿੰਨ ਹੁੰਦੀ ਹੈ, ਜਿਹਦੇ ਜੋਰ ਹੁੰਦਾ ਉਹੀ ਮਾਰਦਾ, ਤੇ ਅਸੀਂ ਇਹੀ ਭਾਵੇਂ ਰੰਗ ਜਿੰਨਾ ਚਿਰ ਜੋਰ ਰਹੂਗਾ.
Yeah. Some stories. Oh man, I can tell you campus and college halls are not boring. They got their stories. Listen to this. See, I met a honey, she lived under me. I'm in a floor beneath me. Yet her squeaking could be heard clearly. I had to test this out. Didn't even take me long. Didn't even beat around the bush. Told her my truth that I wanted to sample you. Guess she sampled me. Peer pressure like a pressure cooker. Dude came into my room and told me to get ready to go to a party. Never did, was already settling in. Guess how you were raised is how you raised the mastiff. Not the sale of your sheep. And vision did, went and volunteered. Did my duty, not just once or twice. Here's another scenario to mark my twice experience in the college rooms. Round 2, my guy invited me to stay overnight. Started to call this girl overnight, and she came but had no friends. So I slept with the nurses in the next room. Woke up all consumed with passion, variation or versions of what I had throughout the night. I know this alright. Knew of guys who went the other way, even though they got girlfriends and paid to deliver. Didn't sell out, not for a kidney or a slice of my liver. Fever, cabin fever, campus fever, campus fever. This you have got to discuss. Drugs, women, money, and food, and you surviving. PlayStation, and you on another level. Virtual reality, part of sanctity, vanity. Yet in actuality, it's a tool to be used just like everything is. Peace of mind is disturbed when you pick an 8-month fetus in the trash can, carry like a jerry can. Yet we go merry rounds with each other and the institution. Higher institution promoting prostitution as it's seen when it comes to the use of condoms and broken bottles. From the bottom to the up, it's an app or the social network that seems to set us up to that. Assume that man is always horny, ready to die, be with that. Yet this is how we get venereal diseases coming from that. She was with you last month, she is with me now. Next month she is with someone else's round. Are we using you or are you using us? And we are proud, even talking boast about how we did it to you, just how you like. Truth be told, not a lie. You are the one who knows who hit it right. Campus, dorm, and college life. They find your truth, spamming this like. Made this up once again, tapping into trends when I should set instead. Campus life has been a friend, now it has come to an end. Hashtag Alan Madegwa, hashtag Madegwa Alan, hashtag Madegwa Send. Spamming this once again. Peace of mind is disturbed when you pick an 8-month fetus. Peace of mind is disturbed when you pick an 8-month fetus.
culture or exactly 100%. I have turned my back on the idea of victimization mentality. Victimization mentality. We are cultureless. We don't have our own culture. We sign to culture vultures. We sign our life away. Our contracts are culture vultures. Think about everything that's cultural. Taking a knee, being on social media, wearing high fashion, pushing a foreigner. The culture has you focused so much on fucking somebody bitch and pulling up in a foreign and rapping about things that could get you locked up. We want to spend all of our money on foreigns. We want to spend all our money on luxury as opposed to going and buying some land. This reality is not real, people. All these things are not owned by our culture. So who designed the culture? What does it mean to do it for the culture? This reality is not real, people. That's why I do it for Christ. For Christ. People are connected to the idea of service to Christ. This is the Bible Belt. We are free to worship Jesus in the open. The idea of having their own land. 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 There's so many acres in America. We don't have to stay in the inner city. We don't have to stay on top of each other. Grow fucking food right off the side of the ground, my nigga. But we always pointing at the white people. Bro, we brainwashed out here, bro. What is you talking about? Guns in the 80s, taking the fathers out the home, Plan B, lowering our votes, making us abort our children. God should not kill. Bro, we brainwashed out here, bro. Come on, man, this is a free man talking. Most racist thing a person could tell me is that I'm supposed to choose something based on my race. Fuck all this Chanel shit we do to impress niggas going broke to impress other broke people, man. What is the culture? It's like, man, this ain't for the culture. We doing something for the culture. And fuck all this Chanel shit we do to impress niggas going broke to impress other broke people, man. I can't tell y'all how to feel, but what I can tell you honestly is how I feel.
S-H-A-M-B-A, gotta have that. S-H-A-M-B-A, gotta have that. L-A-N-D, 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 L-A-N-D. S-H-A-M-B-A, gotta have you. S-H-A-M-B-A, gotta have you. L-A-N-D, 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 L-A-N-D.
Open your eyes and see what God made for thee. Plenty of land across the plain. It's an entire galaxy. Truth and no fallacy. Open your eyes and see the blessing before you as you write this rhyme on top of a hill, like on top of the world. Thoughts streaming in, chat to focus and conduct. I thought at the top it's easy for me to focus. My eyes see further than what the camera can focus. Alone, I want to unlearn, right? Put in the work, right? It's going to be alright. Birds take up flight, climbed through the thickets and the shrubs. Jacket on me so no scratch. Be sweating, I'm feeling parched. The sun on me, it shines. The wind blows on by. Am I a poet if I don't describe what I see inside? A lot to take in, a lot has been taken. Expanding my mindset, relax, so I am blessed to see this view authentic, like nothing you seen on TV. View authentic, kinda like the Garden of Eden. I start to ask, what if I stumble upon Moses' grave? It's a guess. I know God took care of it himself. Ever realized I'm not taking in the view, I'm taking pictures so I can gather me some views. At the end of it, I'm at the top alone without a crew. Wisdom accompanied plus art too. Didn't carry my sketchbook. Ain't that the truth? Feels like a sanctuary. Sanity is actually a beautiful view, except for the rock climbing. Didn't learn to do that. Picked up a stick and I'm moving with it throughout. Voices from afar, they must be human. Birds humming. I just saw a wild rabbit. Shoes off, I feel grounded. At the top it's rounded. Is this the view my ancestors cherished? A lot of land, best to collect on pennies, I mean shillings. Erect me a building, heaven on earth, I'm an eyewitness. The air is alright, I keep typing and breathing. I'm loving this feeling, not that you will get it. It's legit memories in the making. If
If you discover this, you would want it for yourself too. No videos on YouTube, but some place to place your roots. I love the view, sat down typing, and all I seem to do rhymes effortlessly coming through. Flyers on my wrist, I chase them away like shoe. Had enough of when I'm heading to hill too. It's a bit higher than this. Wonder if the rhymes coming in then speak of my origins. On the journey to self-discovery, I'm loving this trip. It's funny that my room is on the other side of this hill. Took me a whole year to discover this. That's ignorance, I won't say it's bliss.
Now, son, you know you can never get out of hell.
I don't care anymore.
You can get out of purgatory, but you can never get out of hell.
I don't care anymore. I don't care anymore.
Do you know that?
I guess, what I own, when you think about it, is my faith. That's what I own. So faith in the universe, faith in myself, yeah.
Stay compliant. Stay isolated. Stay safe.
I don't care anymore. I found this old book by chance. And I'm going to set down what I dare not say aloud to anyone.
Take cover, everybody. Take cover, everybody.
Perhaps they suspect me already.
We interrupt this program for an important bulletin.
What photograph?
What are you talking about? I don't see any photograph. No photograph exists, does it?
No.
The system is not perfect. Sometimes there are errors. The system is not perfect. The system is not perfect. The system is not perfect. Sometimes there are errors.
Attention, comrades. Take your places for the 2-minute haste.
We interrupt this program for an important bulletin.
The marriage committee gave its permission this morning. What did they choose for him? What did they choose for him? Of course, politically, he's perfect. If our medical grades match, they're arranging a meeting next week.
We interrupt this program for an important bulletin.
Already we've broken down the family as a unit and made it an extension of the thought police. 5, train children to put loyalty to the party first, without any consideration for their parents. Our next step is the complete abolition of the old-fashioned conception of love between man and woman. Within 100 years from now, the sexual impulse will exist only as a symbol of duty towards the party. Within 100 years from now, the sexual impulse will exist only as a symbol of duty towards the party.
Yeah, harem is filled, not about to be built, decorated and furnished. That's what wisdom did. Got on to the thread and feed, in and out with the wheel, up and down like the link. With the voice I sing, pong comes after the bing. My heart is not a ball, delicate as it is, delicious like the last meal. Then the next morning ask how it is, chaos and then peace, hit repeat. Confession of my sins, I'm taking down the pins, new boards with new pins. The great reset happening, switch the pine tree for a trough, old man for the infant Christ. The lights and the wording should be happy birthday. Romans, Chinese and Africans all had New Year's, only in different months. 12 months, that's average for all people. I'm sorry, deacon and bishop, I'm not evil, just reset, that's all. Conviction of the mind, used to celebrate them before. It's all a blur, I'm taking it far. Family will make me compromise, not because of me but for